Good morning, ladies. Welcome to my backyard. You might have just heard that cannon go off, and that is from the Haskap Berry farm where they're trying to keep the birds away from the Haskap berries. So that will be integrated into our meditation this morning, and it makes me laugh actually. I haven't heard the cannon going off Friday morning, so here we are. And I didn't actually realize that it started before 7 o'clock in the morning, so my goodness. So what I did this morning is I changed from my Wi-Fi to cell. So if you do come on and you're watching, can you just send me a little note? I'd like to see. That's what it said when I Googled it, that if I come off of my Wi-Fi and go on to cell. Yes, thank you, Suzanne. That's what they said, is that if your Wi-Fi is not really strong, I may not be able to see comments. I can see comments again. Thank you, Suzanne. So this morning, again, welcome. It is a glorious morning, regardless of what happens throughout the rest of the day, right here, right now. It is a beautiful, beautiful morning. So cheers. I was out a little earlier having my coffee. No bug spray. Don't need the bug spray this morning. So this is exciting as well. So what we're going to do this morning is, and I realized actually I had my smiling Buddha always in my garden, so tucked in back here, because we are going to be doing a smiling meditation this morning. And so as we prepare to come into this, it's a really, when you start to do a particular practice, it of course affects everything. And I'm going to share just as you're popping on. Now, as you're popping on this morning, do you feel like stretching and moving a little bit? Do you feel like some seated cat, some shoulder rolls as I introduce the practice? What works beautifully with our smiling meditation practice this morning is that I'm still following Mindful in May, which is the latest research on the benefits of meditation, on mindfulness meditation, on different types of meditation. And again, mindfulness is specific to focusing on the present moment, focusing on your breath, focusing on an object. So can be different than, or is different than, other meditation practices as well. A question that comes up very often in any summits on meditation, any of the research, is how often, so how many times a week should I be meditating, and for how long? And when I first started with my meditation practice, the gold standard was 30 to 45 minutes twice a day, in the morning and the evening. And that's what they were doing the research on. Good morning, Mom. Good morning, Vicki. I see you popping on too. What has happened since the apps have, not just the apps, but just life, right? What is the least amount that we need to do to feel a difference, to get a benefit? And so what is coming out of the latest research that I'm noticing is that having at least one anchor practice, which is a little bit longer in the week than your normal practice. And again, that's what I love about having Suzanne on, because in the fall, again, we'll be anchoring the beginning and the end of the week. And you can still anchor your Mondays with Suzanne through her meditation page, through all her meditations are on there. So if that is a habit and routine for you, which I know it is for a lot of you being here and watching the recording, anchoring your week and then sprinkling throughout the week little mindfulness moments where you pause for a moment. You notice your breath. You notice the flowers. You listen to the birds. sometimes, and as you practice more, honest to goodness, you will not have to think about it anymore. It's not like you'll say, this is a perfect opportunity to practice a mindfulness moment. It will literally just flow over you. It will wash over you. You'll be sitting, could be with a group of people, it could be by yourself, you could be like just shopping, and then it just whooshes over you. Now, the more you practice from a structure, let's say from an intentional perspective of, I'm going to take this mindful moment before I go into the store. You might, look in the mirror in your rear view mirror in your vehicle, lift the sides of your mouth, have a little smile meditation, and then head on into wherever you're going, grocery store, post office. So sprinkling these mindfulness moments as they are anchored, and they don't have to be anchored, but if you think about anchoring them with one practice, and this counts, right? And so does Suzanne's, and so does any practice that you're doing. I'm going to say a little bit longer, 15 to 20 minutes, and then sprinkling those 1 to 2 minute mindfulness moments through the week. And let's say it all counts. Yes. Oh, I know, Suzanne. I love seeing our comments again. Oh my gosh. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Vicki. I was lost not seeing your comments. So, as we prepare this morning for our smile meditation, and yes, this is influenced by a few of you on this live here this morning. For some of you, smiling is very, very natural. I'll be the first person to say, if I look back at my pictures all the way through to elementary school, I was not a smiler. I'm changing that. I've been working on changing that, and some of you have been coming along in that journey. So I'm excited this morning to do this smiling meditation. So it is, and it is a Buddhist meditation as well, but it of course crosses all over. So as you're settling in, you can keep, and I would actually suggest keeping your eyes open for at least the beginning of the meditation, getting yourself super comfortable. Tuning in with your breath. And you'll start to notice just the different changes, not just mentally, but physically, when you change your face. So as we start off and we're tuning in with our breath, so feeling the air coming in through your nose as you exhale out through your nose or mouth. If you haven't already started to lift the sides of your mouth, again, the least amount of a change to feel that you're smiling. So somebody else looking at you may not think, oh, what is she smiling about? But for you to lift, again, that's face yoga right there, ladies. Right? To lift the sides of your mouth. And just to notice the difference when the air comes in, even through your nose. When the sides of your mouth are lifted into that smile, no word of a lie, I can feel more air coming in through my nose. Now, if you're exhaling through your mouth, again, that is different because you can still smile with a little pursed lip breath. Just notice the difference. Just play with this. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your nose, keeping that smile. Do a little bit of a pursed lip exhale, or it's easier to inhale and exhale through your nose, keeping that smile. And for those of you that are joining in with our smile meditation this morning, so what just simply feeling that lifting of the sides of your mouth into a smile can start to soften us physically. I want you to notice what you notice, and mentally. Even last night, as my mind was a little bit busy, falling asleep last night, I just simply lifted the sides of my mouth. I smiled as my eyes were closed and my head was on the pillow. And the immediate thing I noticed was that I softened, that my thoughts softened, that everything didn't seem so intense. My mind quieted. And then I brought my attention to my breath and did some breath practices, probably 4 or 5 of them. And the smiling meditation, even at night in bed, okay, so even that little bit helped. So you're playing with your breath. You have the sides of your mouth just into that smile. Again, that you feel that smile. Doesn't matter if anyone else does, but if they do, that does benefit them as well. And that's actually strength. You can feel that muscular strength that goes on with this, because our resting posture for our face, for me anyways, is so our face drops down and in. That's the resting. There's a term for that. Not going to say it. I have it sometimes. Now feel the difference. So if you do need to rest your face for a moment, because sometimes we can do this too intently. We can actually get tight with our smile, and it starts to feel like you need to rest it for a moment. All normal. Then I come back and I lift. Beautiful to do in the morning. Beautiful to do before you go to bed, in the mirror. Part of your face routine. Now from here, we're going to smile out through the eyes. So you feel that spreading now. It's gone from the side of your mouth. We're smiling through the cheeks and we're coming out through the eyes. So as you're smiling out through your eyes, then lift them up a little bit, look around, feel how they open. Feel how they soften, feel how they lighten up. Maybe they're sparkling. Again, feeling that sides of your mouth, to your cheeks, to your eyes, everything is lifting up and out. And as you're doing this, the question I have had before is, how do you smile if you're not feeling happy? Can you smile and not be feeling happy? You can. Especially, again, if it is something that you think that may soften that sadness. And it's your practice. Doesn't mean you need to go out and around and be smiling when you're feeling sad, but you play with it. You notice it. It's authentic to you. And yes, it can soften our sadness. And sometimes we won't feel like doing it. And that's okay. So smiling out through your eyes and feeling this smile now come all the way up to the top of your head. So the sides of your mouth, your cheeks, your eyes. Smile out between the eyebrows, so we lift up and out through the top of the head. Notice your breath. Notice if you feel like moving. Notice if you feel like resting your face for a moment. Even if you feel like laughing. Now as we feel this again, whatever we feel, lightness, softness, silliness, and that was my quote last night on the Facebook page. Meditation helps us to lighten up. This reminded me of this smile meditation. As you feel now, notice, can you smile out through your collarbones? It's almost like you have two eyes right on your collarbones, right? And you're just smiling out. Your eyes are bright, moving out. You could have a big happy face right here at your collarbones, and you're just smiling out. Again, the total opposite of dropping down and in. Out and open. You might even, again, take your fingertips and just do a little bit of tapping or a little bit of fluttering along the collarbones. Feel that connection again between here to here and out. As you smile out through your heart. Radiating out. And gratitude, thinking about someone who just, it makes us smile to think about them. Feeling that out through, that connection, that energy out through your heart. It's like one of those gifts I'm seeing right now from off Facebook, where the heart, right, is just, it's just pumping. The energy is just going out, and you're feeling it. And sometimes, again, you need a rest in between. And then taking our attention down to our navel center, around our belly button. Feeling that smile, like you have a great big smile, a happy face, right at your belly button, right at your navel center, and you're smiling out. And your belly is so happy to smile, it just softens compared to what we do sometimes where we tighten it in and tighten it down and tuck it in. We're just smiling it out. Smile it out, ladies. Through the belly, through the heart, through the chest. And just feeling that connection in all the way. You can feel this anywhere you want. You can smile out through your knees. Right, little happy faces on your knees, especially if your knees need a little bit of TLC. We can smile out through them. You can feel that anchoring down through the earth, through our sitting bones, connecting to that energy. that grounding energy, that as we feel that support from the ground, we move out, we move up, we move wide. And so wherever you're feeling your smile meditation right now, if you'd like to close your eyes for the last few minutes. And if you're like me, sometimes I have to rest my face from my smile workout. And then feel the difference. And again, that is what will motivate you to do this. Particularly in the mirror, if you let the sides of your face go down and you look, oh, and then you lift them up and out, it will motivate you. And you can still smile out through your eyes when they're closed. Oh, yes, you can. It's interesting to note that when thoughts start to come in, all of a sudden you notice that you might not be smiling anymore. And so the focus of your attention that keeps anchoring you and bringing you back to the present moment is your smile. Smile at the birds. You can just smile. Keeping your eyes light, even keeping your ears smiling. Just for the last couple of minutes, try sending your smile out and to others who are here live with us this morning, to the other women smiling, all this energy together out to those of you watching the recording and smiling and knowing the energy and continues to connect us. And out to anyone who you feel needs a little extra smile today. You might picture them in your mind, see their name. You're sending the energy of your smile wrapping them around in kind of a smile hug. As you slowly start to wiggle your fingertips, start to open your eyes. Start to stretch away. Just noticing again how you're feeling. Might have been giving your face a good workout. Good morning, Lori. And taking this again with you throughout the rest of your day. Try it at night. Try it at night. If you're having trouble, again, quieting your mind, soften your mind with a smile, and it will make you laugh, actually. That's great, Suzanne. That just came to me this morning. I think it might have been with my smiling Buddha behind me, that smiling out through, smiling out through the belly. We can smile from anywhere. So as you're doing this practice this week, again, let me know. Drop a line, whether or not it's in the Facebook or just message me. I just think it's amazing, and it is a meditation practice, and it does count. So, heart center. Namaste, everyone. Thank you so much for joining in this morning. Thank you for watching the recording, and I will see you next week. Bye for now.